Strategist. And right now, we're going to get ready to listen to Shamonia with Monica Taylor. Shamonia?
Hey,
Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing?
Doing fine.
Awesome. Thank you so very much for having myself and Monica. I'm a little hoarse, and I don't know if you guys mind that sometimes I won't be on my camera because I'm on my phone. I cannot find my charger for my laptop. So I apologize. So I probably will be off screen as I do my presentation if you all don't mind. Is that okay?
that's fine.
Okay. All right. So again, thank you all to our portion as we share with you how to make our how to make our businesses more bankable. Myself and Monica come from the financial industry where we have worked as branch managers for more than 20 years. So we've had the pleasure of seeing many businesses come and go. And so we want to share some key points on what you need to have your business in line so that when you come and you're seeking for finances for your banking, maybe it's capital, maybe it's funding, and maybe you're looking to buy inventory or even a facility. We want to give you 7 key points to make your business more bankable and ready to go. So the first thing, and I know you all are far along in your business, but some of this will be repetitive. But definitely, you want to make sure that your business has a EIN number, that your business is registered. And as our CPA said, do not mix your finances. You're mixing it and mingling destroys your credibility. And so this is one question I want you to ask yourself. Does my business have its own bank accounts, cards, and records? Right? And it was so important. I love when she mentioned that because that's a lot of times that we see, some people may have their Cash App, some people may have their Zelle. So you want to begin to compile all the income that's coming in into one place. And honestly, that should be a bank account, a separate bank account. And so I kind of put some little questions here that I'm going to ask as we go. So what is one step that you could take this week to start separating your finances? Next thing around building your business credit, vendor credit. You want to ask your vendors, do they have any type of business credit lines? Do they offer any flex pay? Also, do they have business credit cards? These are ways that you can begin to increase your score. Okay. Another thing that I've started sharing with business owners, that you can go to, your business may not require you to have Home Depot, but Home Depot is one company that will give business credit. So you want to get that low hanging fruit, companies like that, Shell Gas Card, all those little starter accounts just to build your business. And another one is Uline. See, a lot of times people don't tell us little tricks like that. Those small companies will help to begin to start building business credit. So your business will show business credit. And also, one tidbit that just crossed my mind, make sure that you register your business with Dave and Bradstreet. Dun and Bradstreet, I'm sorry, Dun and Bradstreet. Um, I'm so many things are popping into my head because I didn't mean to go that deep. But like I said, things are beginning to pop into my head when I actually do sessions with individuals. And maybe that's where the Lord is leading. So, and maybe that's some information that you all need. So I'm going to pivot just a little bit. When I mentioned David and Bradstreet, that there's also some key points that need to be totally in line. Like a lot of people, they'll have their home address on their business on some accounts, and some people, you've heard that you need a business address, so you go and buy a virtual business box. All of that is not aligning. So you want to ensure that every address across the board is aligned for your business. Okay. And always try to get, if your business is a home based business, always try to get a physical business address. And that's not just for banks. Typically, I have had individuals where I'm going to say it. Okay. So, because sometimes or most times banks are looking for your personal credit to be, at least a 650, and your business to already have established credit. But sometimes you may have to go to outside lenders, you know, um, like business lending companies or individuals, individuals that offer alternative lending or funding in which the interest rates are higher. Well, with those particular businesses, that's where I'm coming and bringing into mind how important it is to show that my business, is not just a hobby. This is truly a business, and I am running it correctly. The power of having your financial statements in order, your profit and loss sheets, and you can always pull those on, get those offline. And if you're keeping your records on a monthly basis, you'll be able to flow with your profit and losses, because most times, and this is a question that most people get wrong when they're filling out lending applications. The application will ask you, what is your gross revenue? That's a trick question. I want you to start thinking, yes, you see your numbers, but what do you anticipate your gross revenue will be? Because most times banks will lend you 10% of your gross. Gross is before you take out all your expenses. So make sure you're writing the correct number there. What is your gross? What is your gross? Doesn't have to be what is your gross today. What do you anticipate your gross to be? Okay, so that's how you can kind of gauge how much a bank will typically lend. Stay compliant, make sure that your business registrations are up to date, that your filing is up to date also. This is so key, build relationships with your bankers. When you go into the bank, learn their names, have conversations with them, talk about your business. When you're making deposits, talk about your business. Today, we did a vending event, and, this is how much I made. This is what I anticipate. If you're traveling, all those make a difference, because when your bank teller refers your business over to someone on the financial side, they can share more about your business. Or when you sit down with a personal banker in the bank, they know a lot about your bank, your business. Whenever you fill out a business application, we have to tell a story about your bank, about your business. So, make sure you're sharing and building relationships with those key individuals in the bank. Trying to see how many did I give you, because I know I pivoted. So I'm going to go back and make sure that I covered just about everything. Business account, make sure you have your business account, your EIN, making your business credible. That was number one. Number two, establishing credit, whether vendor credit or business credit cards. And I gave you some example with that. Maintaining accurate financial records, keeping your books clean. Cash flow. With your cash flow. And we want to tell you about that. When we talk about cash flow, so our accountant explained a little bit about cash flow. You want to establish sustainable cash flow. So how can I explain this? Creating sustainable cash flow. You're going to have daily activities or monthly activities in your business. You just don't want to start one day and have gaps in your business. That's the best way that I can explain that. Just make sure that you're showing up in your business every day and that there's consistent cash flow. Okay. Make sure that you have a strong business plan, the vision, your financial projections. Where do you see your business in 3 years? Where do you see your business in 5 years? Know your competitors. Make sure that you've done your research. Next, business registration. I talked about that. Make sure that your licenses and your registration with your state has not expired when you're going in to do business transactions. And last but not least was the building relationships with your banker. All right, I'm coming back over to you guys. I don't know if you guys were able to see me. All right.
Hey, Shimona, just letting you know, I added those points to the chat. I was trying to take some kindergarten notes, so hopefully that kind of helps.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
No worries.
All right, that's great. Then we could screenshot that if anybody needs that. And let me tell you guys, when you're going to the bank, banks are so tough. Banks are very tough. When you're looking for finances, be open to business, other business alternatives. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I've had people come to me and they were in crisis mode for their business. And then when I'm able to get them the funding, they're like, oh, they're charging me 9%. Oh, they're charging 12%. But you use a credit card and they're charging you 20%, 25%, 12%. And you have to remember, if you are learning to, there's strategies in the way that you pay your bills. There's strategies that you can get around high interest rates. You have to, there's so much information out there. I'm just pivoting just a little bit for you guys. I had a young lady call me and she was so upset because she had been paying her mortgage for years. And she was like, only 30,000 went towards my principal and lowering, this is for any loan, lowering my balance, but everything goes to interest first. And I explained to her, because you didn't use the strategies that I told you. If you make your mortgage payment or any payment twice a month, more goes towards the balance and less goes towards the interest. And so that's with any loan, even your car payment. You could do monthly, there's so many different ways. And remember, the interest, our accountant will share that some of that interest can be written off. And also, if you utilize your home to pull equity out of your home and you need that to support your business, you can be your own lender for your business. You can be your lender for your business, but you need to write out a contract and make out payment schedule just like you would a bank. And you can lend to yourself. So just giving you some think outside of the box when it comes to your business and financing your business. That's it.
Okay. This is Dr. Shamonia Wimberly, and you've given a lot of great information. It even complements even more with what the accountant, our CPA, was saying as well. And using the knowledge points from both of you together is great. Nobody can't lose with it. So I'm hoping that everybody takes this to heart, those who are with us this morning and those who are looking at this as a recording. Shamonia, Dr. Shamonia, and Monica, how does one contact you? Do you have workshops? Tell us.
Yes, I do. I have a website and it's called the Success Strategist Institute. My assistant would literally um, hurt me because I'm like, what's the link for, what is the link for information? I think it's information at Success Strategist, but I didn't want to write the wrong thing. So
Okay.
that's why I put mine, and I also put my telephone number. And yes, I forgot about SBA. Monica and I both worked for SBA, and we could share those too. I totally forgot about SBA. I was just focusing on the banking system.
Okay. Well, I can tell
All
you
right.
this. We need to have that in the chat, and as soon as you are able to, and if you like to converse with others in the chat, that's great as well. And thank you once again. This is Dr. Shamonia Wimberly, and Monica Taylor is looking on, and I know she's proud. They look like sisters together, so maybe it's a good thing we don't see Monica because you would think you're talking to either or. They look alike to me. But thank you so much for this. Can your business pass the bankability test? That was this session. Thank you so much. And if you all have any questions, please hit Dr. Shamonia Wimberly up in the chat as well.